Hello everyone, welcome back to Boone and Gloom, Episode 8. My name is Anthony, also known as Whaler Jacket in the social media world, and I am Ohio's longest suffering hockey fan. Now, every few episodes I like to explain why I say that for any new listeners who might be tuning in for the first time. So, I call myself Ohio's longest suffering hockey fan because most Jackets have, or most Jacket fans, I should say, have been only suffering for about 23 years. But before I was a Blue Jackets fan, I was a Hartford Whaler fan, living in Connecticut. They actually moved to Carolina right before my senior year of college at Miami. And if you think the Jackets were disappointing, you have no idea. Those Whalers, man. So, while most Jackets fans will say they have suffered for the better part of 23 years, I can say that I've been suffering for the better part of 37 years. Not only have I witnessed my favorite team only win one playoff series in that time, that would be the Jackets' win against the Lightning, but I also had my heart broken as my favorite team was ripped away from my home state, moved hundreds of miles away, renamed and rebranded. So that is why I am Ohio's longest suffering hockey fan. And that is why I speak to you now, as someone who has watched, played, and coached the game of hockey for a long, long time. I've seen a lot in the world of hockey during my 47 years on this planet, and I feel I have a lot to share. So let me start sharing. Let's get right into some Blue Jackets hockey talk. So, first and foremost, I thought it was about time that I devoted a significant portion of an episode to Adam Fantilli. He is well worth the discussion. And by the way, the title of this episode is actually an obscure Simpsons reference. The original was the Contrabulous Fabtraption of Professor Horatio Huffnagel. And that was from, back from the good old days of The Simpsons. So if you know what that is, I'm impressed if you recognize that. All right, so let's get right to Fantilli. All right, first I want to complain. I know, crazy, right? Complaining about something with the Blue Jackets. Anyway, I want to complain about him not being selected as December's Rookie of the Month, December's NHL Rookie of the Month. It is complete and utter garbage that Bedard was chosen instead of Fantilli. Why? Well, Bedard had one more point than Fantilli, but in one more game and far more ice time than Fantilli. Far more. So I have railed on and on about how I think the Jackets should be giving Fantilli more ice time. So they were basically equal, in my opinion, in terms of points. Okay, if not considering, considering the ice time, all right, Fantilli outscored him. And again, if you were looking solely on a points to ice time ratio, I mean, I think Fantilli deserves it. And Bedard, he's already won the award before. But the NHL seems to be absolutely obsessed with marketing this guy every single chance they get. And you know what? I have no problem with that. He deserves it. And the league wants to grow the game by showing off their marketable superstar. I get it. But that's actually where I do have a problem with it. This was the NHL's chance to showcase another up-and-coming superstar other than Bedard. It was a chance to bring to the world's attention a blossoming stud in Columbus. But no, they chose to give it to Bedard again. Now, I can just picture the NHL executives who vote on this, and they're sitting around a table and not giving Fantilli even a smidge of consideration. It's Bedard. the NHL highlights that they put on Twitter, it's like, look everyone, Bedard made a move to get around someone and then shot it wide. Look everyone, Bedard fell down then got back up. Look everyone, Bedard is sitting on the bench resting between shifts. Now, of course, I'm exaggerating here, okay, but it sure seems that way. Now, I'm in no way saying that Fantilli is better or even equal to Bedard, okay? I honestly think at this point, Bedard seems to be the better hockey player. Now, maybe Fantilli would be better if he had more ice time. I don't know. That's not the point I'm trying to make, okay? What I'm trying to say is that Fantilli deserves more recognition than what he's getting now. The NHL had a perfect chance to give him and the Jackets some of that recognition. And they blew it. So I don't know if Fantilli has any feelings towards that award whatsoever. Okay, maybe he doesn't even pay attention to it. But if he does, I hope he uses it as motivation to play even better and just stick it to those NHL execs. But this guy, I mean, he is truly going to be something special, isn't he? I mean, I watch him every game, and I can't stop thinking, Adam Fantilli is a Blue Jacket. Even at this point in the season. After so many years of hoping for that elite superstar center, I want to say that we have finally found him. And the fact we have him just still hasn't set in with me just yet. I mean, we have Adam Fantilli. He is a Blue Jacket. This guy is on our team, and he seems happy to be here. And have you checked the CBJ player stats lately? If not, let me fill you in a little bit. Guess who is one measly point behind the team lead in points? That's right, 19-year-old Adam Fantilli. He is currently 1 point behind Werenski and Gaudreau, who are currently the team leaders. They're tied for the team lead. And Fantilli's done this with, again, what I believe is a lot less ice time than he should be having. If he had been given the ice time that I've been pleading with Coach Vincent for, well, not in person, obviously. I don't know the dude. But if he had that ice time, there is no doubt in my mind he would be leading the team in points right now. And it would not surprise me at all if he ended up being the team leader in points this season. So that brings me to one more final discussion point about him. Why in the heck is this guy not seeing the ice more in overtime? I just don't get it. All right, I try to give Vincent the benefit of the doubt, but man, is he making it difficult for me. Put the kid on the ice. So let's go back and look at the overtime game against Philadelphia the other night. Now, I could be wrong on this. I don't have the stats in front of me, but from memory, here are the forward shifts that were used in overtime for the Jackets. First, Gaudreau and Roslovic. Second was Kent Johnson and Danforth. Third, that's when Fantilli and Chinnikov came out. After that, you had Gaudreau and Roslovic again. Then I think it was KJ and Danforth again, or maybe even Texier. Don't quite remember that. I think I remember seeing Tex out there in OT. So I could be wrong about the exact combos here, but I am not wrong about two things. One, Vincent chose to put Fantilli on the ice as his third option. Third. Not first or second. Okay? Third. The dude feels that Fantilli is his third best option for overtime. And the second thing that I'm not wrong about was that was his only overtime shift. That one shift was his only overtime shift. So what in the name of all that is good in the hockey world is Pascal Vincent thinking here? I just don't get it at all. All right, he's arguably your team's best player. He is 1 point away from being your top point scorer. He's fast. He's got size. He's got skill. And he has proven he can flourish in overtime. All right, based on his excellent play in the previous overtime games. I know he hasn't scored, but if you watch him play, he stands out. But no, let's put him out there as our third best option. And let's only put him out there for a total of one shift. Brilliant. Brilliant move by our head coach here. It drives me nuts, okay? I mean, I appreciate Vincent putting KJ out there twice, all right? With all his creativity, I mean, I get that. And KJ has actually scored in overtime once, okay? So he has that background. But Fantilli more than deserves to be out there, just as much as KJ, if not more. All right, moving on. Next thing I want to talk about, Boone Jenner. Boone is our all-star. How does everyone feel about this? Now, I saw a lot of deferring takes, so here's mine. I'm fine with it. I know a lot of people are not, but I am. I truly think this will be Boone's one and only opportunity as a professional hockey player to be there. I think Werenski would have been the choice if he wasn't injured. And I also believe that Fantilli will be there next year, if not Gaudreau, or in addition to Gaudreau, if he can turn things around. Okay, so I think if Gaudreau wasn't having a down year, he'd be the shoe-in choice to represent the Jackets. I think Marchenko may even make a case at some point too. So good for Boone. Okay, this is a lost season. Give the guy the respect and adulation he deserves. The dude's a warrior, okay? I mean, look at it this way, all right? He is the MVP of our team right now. Now, I didn't say most talented. I didn't say highest point getter. I said MVP. All right, he is the Blue Jackets' most valuable player, the most valuable player to the team. So, I mean, if you look at what Boone has accomplished so far this season, all right, before the injury, he was our leading scorer. He was on pace for a 30-goal season. He plays a two-way game. He played center on our top line. He is our captain, so he is our team leader. He is the team's best face-off man. He is one of our best penalty kill options. And he is versatile enough to play in different positions and on different lines. And he plays physical, and he'll even mix it up if he has to. So in that respect, he is our MVP this year. And I have no problem with him being the Jackets representative. Again, for this season, okay? I really think this was his one and only shot to be an all-star. So good for him, and good for the league to give him some recognition. And I hope he has a great time and makes the best of this opportunity, because again, I just don't see it happening again. All right, my last segment of this episode is 5 bright spots. I said in my last episode that I wanted to try to do this every episode. After all, the title of this podcast is Boom and Gloom, so it can't be all gloom, right? There has to be some boom. So that's what I want to try to do every episode. I want to try to highlight 5 bright spots. So here we go. Number 1, Jake Christensen, the defenseman. I think he played really well in his first few games with the big club. Now he just got sent back down, but it can't be denied that he did a nice job as a call-up. He did exactly what was asked of him. Now, he didn't light the world on fire, that's for sure. But see, I've heard that if you don't notice a defenseman, then that means he's doing his job. And honestly, I didn't notice Jake a whole lot. Well, I mean, I noticed a lot of solid defensive play, but I didn't notice like a whole lot of problems. You know, he did his job, did it well, I feel. And I actually think he deserves to be in the lineup more than someone like Andrew Peeke right now. Bright spot number 2. Tarasov. The dude stood out again in the game against Philadelphia. I mean, the Jackets, they're consistently giving up 40 shots a game. And when that happens, you got to have your goaltender stand on his head if you want to pull off a win. And that's exactly what Tarasov has done. I mean, he's stepped in the last couple of games, and he's played really well. Bright spot number 3, Jack Roslovic. Now, he's coming back from an injury and was just recently elevated to the first line. And I have to say, I think he's played pretty well. Again, not lighting the world on fire, but I wouldn't really expect Jack to ever do that. I mean, he'll stand out a few games here and there, but I'm just happy he's, playing a solid game. And the last 2 bright spots I've already talked about. Okay, bright spot number 4, Boone Jenner, all-star selection. And bright spot number 5, Adam Fantilli. Just because, he continues to impress me and gives us all hope as Jackets fans. All right, gives us hope for the future of this franchise. All right, so there you have it. 5 bright spots. I actually kind of worry that 1 week when I do this, the Jackets will absolutely suck, and it will be way too difficult to come up with 5 bright spots. So, I don't know, maybe I should drop it to 3. But who knows? All right, we'll just keep doing this as is and see how it goes. So I will end the episode there for today. Thank you very, very much for tuning in. I'm not exaggerating when I say it really means a lot to me. I'm just a guy who likes to talk hockey and talk about the Jackets. So if there is actually somebody who appreciates and listens to what I have to say, then I have to relay that appreciation back to you. So thank you so much. And please, if you enjoy my podcast, please consider giving me a like or quote or whatever it is on Twitter nowadays. I'm not the type of person who needs to have a huge audience. I mean, I just do this for fun. And if you think anyone else would enjoy hearing my rants and ravings, then I would appreciate the support. As always, hit me up with any questions or suggestions. You can find me anywhere on social media as Whaler Jacket, or heck, even shoot me an email at whalerjacket@gmail.com. So I hope you come back and listen again sometime. Until then, take care and go Jackets.